Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth, my beloved brothers and sisters in Yahuah. We're continuing on in the book, The Return of Yahusha, and we are on the Man in Black, Komar. Dark-robed pagan priests kept the sacred fires going. They wore black because of the ashes and soot their work involved. Fire worship was central to all pagan worship, for the hearth in the home to the local temple. From the hearth in the home to the local temple. My apologies. Those who went on colonizing journeys or went into battle would take along the presence of their deity by fire bearers. The Olympic Games and the torch carried to light the altar of Zeus at the events directly stemmed from this ancient paganism. The words of our Creator, as spoken through the prophets, speak of these men in black. At 2 Kings 23:5, a description of these dark-robed priests comes through the original Hebrew in the word Komar. You will have to look at various translations since this description is hidden from you in most versions. All of this may seem to be aimed at bashing the Catholic CHURCH, its leaders, or its members. This is not the case at all. The RCC openly admits that its policy was and is to adopt the pagan background of a given population, sanctifying it all by changing the meanings behind the traditions. This may sound like humanistic ideals are at work, and they are. By this approach and 1,000 years of it, we are far away from being the original faith and patterns of the authentic Nazarene Israelites or Yahushualites of the 1st century CE. How does all this relate to the end of days? We must first realize how the falling away occurred. To understand what must end, humanistic reasoning, Greco-Roman culture, and the pagan background of the fallen nations crept into the clean, pure, simple truth and polluted it. I'm going to show you a picture at the top here. Relic collectors having a chat. If Shaul and Luke celebrated Halloween and dressed up as Roman Catholic clergy, they might say, all right, they show Father Paul and Father Luke. After we light the candles, let's go make some more holy water and kiss some of those relics we stashed in the altar. And here's the photo. Understanding this, we can come to our senses and change how we live. If we don't change and accept Yahusha's atonement and circumcision of our heart with his Torah, we will have rejected the greatest gift we could ever receive. We will have literally crawled over Yahusha to throw ourselves in the lake of fire. Please don't make this mistake. Speaking of receiving gifts, should we accept them from people after we realize the pagan origins? The question we all face. A sister wrote, I am very happy that I no longer have a desire to celebrate the man-made holidays. However, people still want to purchase gifts for me and my son in celebration of these holidays. I have tried to be very gentle in explaining to them that I no longer participate in these celebrations, but it doesn't seem to register with them. I want to know if it would be wrong or improper to decline the gifts that they present to me. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, and I need to know what or how I should proceed. At my job, everyone celebrates Christmas, Easter, etc. except me, and we receive gifts from the company and from outside vendors for the holidays. Do I refuse them kindly or accept them and discard them once I am away from work? Please help me to do what is right in the eyes of Father Yahuah. And then Brother Lou wrote, Dear sister, because we've also had to make this determination and continue to deal with those of the world, we understand completely. Looking into Torah, we see no prohibition in the receiving of any plunder from a person involved in practicing a human tradition that has set in their hearts towards giving to others selflessly. The Yahushualites or Israelites received plunder from the Egyptians or Mitzrites as they were departing from their captivity, as one example. At 1 Corinthians 8, we are advised how to regard food associated with a pagan observance, and we now understand that celebrating Sunday, birthdays, Easter, Christmas, and Halloween are all adapted from idolatrous origins. Can we be defiled if we accept food or gifts from someone else that is unwittingly following human traditions? Receiving a gift offered out of love from a friend or relative is not a transgression of Torah. They are the ones still in bondage to a tradition and need our help to understand the strongholds they are bound up in. In response to their kindness, the best opportunity to share the truth becomes available rather than giving them a feeling of being spurned or even worse, judged. Our witness can be a positive experience for everyone who knows and loves us when we can meet them at their level and gently guide them into an understanding of what the season really means. We can best help those trapped in Egypt or Mitzrayim when we can explain to them how we have learned of the things that really pleases Yahuah, observing his appointed times instead of the traditions of men. They are trapped in practicing what we are all raised to do, but we have been delivered by receiving the truth. They can have the same deliverance if we can gain their trust in what we are telling them. The alternative is to shun them, and they're offering to show their love, and by doing so, we will be shunned as well. Our effectiveness is therefore reduced, and the probability of our success in sharing the truth is almost zero. Decades will pass, and no change will be seen. Yahusha spent his time among those who needed deliverance, and they didn't feel shunned by him. He offered his sincere friendship. He ate and drank with them and was available to help and guide them. He reached out to them and they could feel the genuine love that burned in him for them. We must strive to do the same and allow his love for them to be felt through us. After all, the lesson to be learned is love. Many have the impression it is our duty to judge everything and everyone, but it is our failure to love the lost that is our greatest stumbling block to overcome. Following the smoke of the men in black. Next, we're going to hear from our new congressional chaplain, who, aside from kissing relics and bones, wearing tea leaves, splashing water in ashes, kneeling down to bread and talking to it, praying to dead people, and wearing the black garb of a fire watcher, is a very gifted speaker. Achoo! The incense smoke is a little strong. He will tone down the voodoo during his visit this morning to keep from offending the majority of us. But he does wish to wave his hands in the air and mumble a blessing sent to us from his Holy Father, the Pope. So if anyone would like to step outside, do so now. Okay, that was the end of that lesson. And the next time that we do a lesson will be on the two witnesses. These are the two olive trees, Revelation 11:4. And that one is a bit longer, so that'll be I won't need a title page for that one. That'll be just a one section video, the two witnesses from Revelation 11:3 to 19. Okay. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share. And there is a PayPal donation link for my ministry down in the description box. And that link will also help you if you would like to order or pre-order a set of Zeet seats. You can also contact me through my email, belovedofyahuah@gmail.com. If you would like to order a set and you would want it made a certain way or customized, you can just let me know. I do still have a lot of thin thread, and I have thick thread as well. Here's an example of one that I use thick and thin thread. The thin thread I have a lot more colors in. These are my husband's. I use thin thread for the red part, and then I use thick thread for the blue and the white. And they still look really good. So, and if you want them to be more simple, I can just do the frayed ends without any braids in them, and I can just keep the braid up here. However you want them, just let me know. And I appreciate all your donations so much. I love you all with an everlasting love. And, oh, my favorite part, it is time to praise Yahuah. Let me see. Okay. Secret place. I come to you in the secret place. Praise Yahuah. Praise Yahusha. As you walk through the gate, as you walk by the way, keep my mind stayed on thee. Glorify his Kodesh name. Kodesh, Kodesh, Kodesh. The angels praise unceasingly. Yom and Laila, guard me, oh, for I have found my refuge within you. I praise you, O Yahuah, with all my heart. I sing praises to your name most high. Let those who love your name exalt in you. You make my enemies turn back. Hallelujah. You have rebuked the nations. Hallelujah. And you've destroyed the wrong. Hallelujah. Praise Yahuah, praise Yahusha, as you walk through the gate, as you walk by the way, keep my mind stayed on thee. Glorify his Kodesh name. Kodesh, 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 Kodesh. All esteem unto Abba Yahuah. Hallelujah. All praise the Most High. I love you all so much, and I'm glad you guys joined me. Until next time.